everyone, welcome. It is me, Sonia Elsie here. Wow, it's been so long since I've filmed a video. Thank you for being patient with me and letting me be the worst YouTuber ever and letting me take a break because it was needed. Okay, thank you so much. I would like you guys to meet someone very special. OMG. Oh god, there's birds and shit. So basically, I'm a cat mom now. She's a little bit excited because there are pigeons hanging out on my balcony. I am going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me life update. There's been a lot of updates happening in my life. Wow. And I just thought that it would be, you know, just a good way to come back to YouTube after being gone for a couple months. I am so sorry. I don't even know how it happened. Like, if you are not already, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It really helps out. Or if you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down, okay? You know, I listen to your feedback. And also, I decided to make an Instagram page for poetry, and I'm going to be posting, you guessed it, poetry on that page. So if you guys want to follow that page on Instagram, it is Sonia Elsie Poetry. It's also in the bio of my Instagram. My main Instagram is sonia.elsie, and it'll also be linked down below. Make sure to follow my other Instagrams as well. Sonias.eats, which is just vegan food. I'm really excited to be sharing some of my writing and stuff. I know I've kind of teased and talked about for a while that I have been working on a poetry book, and I kind of took a break from that because I was just cringing so hard at my writing, and I just need to like get past that and be like, no, just keep writing. Even if you think it's cringy, like just, you know, just keep going. Anyways, I'm like very excited today. I'm really excited to be filming a YouTube video. I'm sweating. Okay, anyways, let's get ready. I'm gonna be putting on my face today just to live stream, and then I'm going to work later. And then I think I wanted to film a little tiki-talkie maybe, which you guys should also follow me on if you want, you know, no pressure at all. I will be linking as many of the products down below that I can find. Some of them, I'm not much of a makeup collector. I have kind of like the same products for forever until they're falling apart, and I've noticed that some of the products that I use are not even available in my shade anymore, or like they've rebranded and they're just like a completely different thing, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. So anyways, guys, I would highly recommend that you do your makeup with me or put me on in the background while you do something that you need to do, or just sit down and watch. I don't know, do people sit down and watch Get Ready With Me? So anytime that I'm watching like a Get Ready With Me or something chill, I usually just put it on in the background of me living my life, doing chores, doing dishes, random things that I've procrastinated for weeks. I'm like, okay, fine, you know what, I will do them now with the motivation of this random YouTube video playing in the background. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing. Are you doing a chore? Are you doing your makeup? Are you engaged and watching me? If you are, all of the above, I very much appreciate. I'm here to motivate you. Oh my gosh, I have a scar on my forehead. That's hot. My life update number 1. Shall we just get into it? Get into it? Yeah. I am single now. Woo! It's really good and fun. Wow. I would say that is a really big reason why I haven't been posting recently. Just kind of processing that. I don't know about you guys, but for me, breakups are not very fun. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody has fun with a breakup, obviously. I think the main thing for me was just processing how it went down. Oh, wow, I look so hot. And just kind of processing how I felt about things, my own feelings. Just processing everything in general was kind of a journey. And I do feel a lot better now, but obviously, anytime a breakup happens, it's sad because no matter who ended the relationship, even if it was like a relationship that was mutually, you guys both agreed like, hey, I don't want to be a part of this relationship anymore, or I don't think this is working out, it's still like the death of everything you had talked about, you know? I mean, for most relationships I've been in, we always talk about the future, things we want to do, trips we want to go on. Just like ending that and knowing that those things are never going to happen, or it's never going to happen like we thought it would, is sad. And so, you know, knowing that you'll never see their pets again, maybe not never, but you know, like, it's just, it's a lot, okay? Also, don't mind my cat ears. I feel like they really help me keeping my hair back. So anyways, I am single now, and this is a very interesting time in my life. This is the first time that I've been in that phase where I'm recently out of a relationship in a long time, because before this relationship I was single for like 4 years somehow. I think I had, my last relationship ended when I was 19, and then I was just like floating around, you know. I was dating people and there were people that I wanted to commit to, but I had trouble finding people that also wanted to commit to me that I wanted to commit to, you know, the fun game. I have learned that I am not the biggest fan of the casual hookup culture kind of thing, which is a problem for a lot of people in the dating world now. You know, when I'm like, hey, I'm not about that casualness, they're like, whoa, GTFO. And also a big thing for me is that I don't really want to get distracted. Oh, there's a cat fur. Just being a new cat owner things. Actually, this is not a new thing, this will happen forever. I really don't actively seek out relationships or people at all because I don't want to get distracted from acting and just like my daily routine and that kind of thing. When I really like someone, unfortunately, I mean, I feel like everybody goes through this, so I'm not trying to sound like I'm special. Guys, like, I just really like no, but you know, you kind of let, or sometimes you can let that cloud your better judgment and you start canceling important things to hang out with them, and then you're like, fuck, why did I do that? So yeah, I don't really seek out people. I mean, if I'm like really interested in someone, maybe I'll make a move, but I'm not on dating apps, I'm not looking ever. I'm just like, you know, if someone happens to cross paths with me and we have that feeling of chemistry, then that's great. Anyways, regarding my last relationship, I don't really want to go into details just to protect the privacy of the other person because I did have them on my social media. Overall, I wish them the best and I think that they're a great person. It was just, honestly, it was not the right relationship, at least for me. I did not feel, I don't know how to explain it. I didn't really feel like I could be myself in the relationship, and I think that that is something that is really important, and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, you know, it's not the fault of anyone. It's just like, I have needs that need to be met, and that's that. So, you know, just dealing with that has been fun. And processing that, I am excited though, because I have finally, you know, I've gone on a few dates, okay? I'm gonna say, I have, which is exciting. I have finally mustered up the courage to flirt with women. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You don't have to keep clapping. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know how many years I've realized that I also like women, but just never really ever made a single hint of a single move. Ever. And finally, I have mustered up the courage a little bit to dabble, and yeah, it's been cool. I feel like this foundation looks so white, like, Hello? Also, I'm going to work later and I have to wear a mask, so I probably just gonna wash all this foundation off after I finish my live streaming and TikTok filming. Like, have you guys noticed how clear my skin is without foundation or concealer? Well, obviously I have foundation on right now and concealer, but before that, did you guys see? At least if you've seen some of my previous videos, you'll know it's been really rough. I don't know what has happened, but my skin has cleared up a lot. And I'm not sure if that has to do with me being more further along in my antidepressant journey. I've been on Prozac for, I think, 4 months, maybe more, maybe less. And it's been really, really, really good. Like, just really good. I feel so much better, at least when I compare how I used to think with how I think now. It's like, you know when you're sick, like even if you just have a cold or something and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot what it feels like to be normal. And then you feel normal and then you kind of forget how bad it was being sick, you know, because you're not experiencing that in the moment. I feel that now. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't feel that different. I still struggle with stuff. And then I'll see old photos or something, or like just remember experiencing something and what my thought process was, and then be like, oh shit, like my thought process has improved so much even just in these few months that I have been taking the antidepressants. Hopefully, I've gotten quite a few DMs on Instagram of people giving me very nice advice or asking for advice or saying that I inspired them to look into getting mental health help. So thank you so much if you sent me that message. That means a lot to me, because that's kind of the main reason why I openly talk about it on social media. Not because I'm like, oh yay, let's air all my tea on the internet, but like, not that it's tea, but you know what I mean. I want to motivate other people to get help and also not be afraid, because a big reason why I didn't talk to a psychiatrist for so long was just because the process intimidated me. Like, I didn't even know what to do. Like, what, how does one acquire a psychiatrist? Like, what? So it was just, the whole process itself was very intimidating, but I'm glad that I finally was like, you know what? Yes, I think that I need help very badly. I'm packing on the powder because I've been really sweaty recently. Just, you know, just girly things. Okay, I'm gonna put on some perfume before I forget, but oh my gosh, guys, I am a cat mom now. I have a cat. This is very exciting, I know. This is something that I feel like was meant to happen, and I'm surprised I haven't gotten a cat earlier, but I feel like this is the perfect time to have gotten a cat, because I just, like, a cat has improved my life significantly. It gives me, not it as in I'm referring to my cat as an it, but it as in the concept of having a cat. Gives me the motivation to wake up and live my life and make sure I get up at a reasonable hour so I can feed her breakfast on time and play with her so she doesn't get lonely. And you know, it's just been so good. So basically the story of how I got Monroe is a great story. So my cat's name is Monroe. She's a girl cat and she is 1.5 years old. I know, she is a baby. I'm not sure her exact birthday. I need to ask her OG owner, my lovely friend Kidara. So basically how I got her. So my amazing friend has 5 cats. Well, now she has 4 because I took one of them. But she had 5 cats, and one day one of the cats, you know, and I know these cats very well. I've like seen them basically right when they were born. Like I had met them, and like, you know, we've been bros. They know me. Every time I come over, they're like, oh my gosh, it's the weird lady that feeds us sometimes when, you know, Kidara's out of town. Like, love that. But anyways, so oh my gosh, speak of the devil, she's literally here. Hello. And there's powder on my shirt. I know, you're so sweet. Do you want to say hi to everyone? She's like, no, there's birds outside. So basically, maybe like 2 months ago, she got a really bad scratch from one of the other cats. And so she had to be taken to the vet, and she had to wear a cone. And so, well, we're still not 100% sure if it was like someone else that scratched her or if she scratched herself. It was in a spot that was too weird of an angle to do herself, so guessing that someone else did it to her. So she had to wear a cone, which, you know, cone of shame. She was so good though, like she had such a good attitude about her cone. But anyways, so she had to wear this cone, and I was like, yo, if you want to have her stay with me, because like I still have the cat tree that my ex left and just like a bunch of cat supplies that he left here. And I was overall, like, I was missing having a cat in my apartment. It's so nice to have cats. They're just so, I don't know. If you have a cat that you vibe with, a cat that loves you, it really just brightens up the apartment. It felt like it was what my apartment was missing. Monroe was staying with me, you know, to rehabilitate, and we just got along so well. Like, we were playing, and she would wake me up every morning, and she would cuddle with me, and just like, you know, we were really vibing. And I had never really seen her act like this because she was kind of the runt of the litter, and so I feel like she was always just kind of shy and like didn't really want to be the one that was asking for attention. You know, some cats will just go up to you and be like, yo, pet me. She was never really like that. She just kind of was like, hey, what's up? But she seemed to flourish at my apartment. She was like so happy, always begging for attention, always rolling around on the floor, you know, just, if you know cat body language, like doing all of the cat things that indicate that she's happy, like little tail wiggles, rubbing me, rubbing my stuff, like everywhere I go, she is just so curious about what I'm doing and just so excited. Like, I rarely see her sleep. I think she only sleeps when I'm asleep, because anytime she sees that I'm awake, she's so excited that I'm awake. She just wants to hang out with me all the time. It's just like, it's emotional. So she just seemed so happy, and then, you know, her cut had mainly recovered, and so it was time for her to go home back to her family. And she, I mean, I didn't really see this too much, but apparently she was really depressed. She was really sad. She wouldn't let anyone pet her. She didn't want to do anything. Just like moped around and acted scared and was just not living her best life. So Kidara was like, listen up. She doesn't seem to be happy here. And I was like, oh my gosh. Is this happening? And she said yes. And that is how I acquired the beautiful Monroe. And I'm just, I love her so much. Like, I would die for her. That's a bit much, but I'm pretty sure that I would. Like 102%. She's just so sweet, like just the best. And she's not that messy. Like, I had to get a litter box with a cover because she does like to like fling the litter everywhere and fling it really far. Like, she can fling most of the litter out of the container. It's a little bit stressful, so I did have to get a cover. But yeah, honestly, this was an unexpected way for me to get a cat. I always thought that the way that I would get a cat would be, sorry, there's cat fur in my nose now. I always thought the way that I would get a cat would be going to a shelter and just like, what cat would be like, in the arms of the angel. Because that is how I got my cats back home in Washington. We were originally just going into the shelter to get like we wanted a girl cat. Like, we just wanted one single cat. And so of course we acquired 2 huge boy cats because that's how the universe works. But Gary, my cats back home are named Gary and Patrick. Gary was just being so cute to me. Like, he just kept rubbing the cage and like, I felt a bond with him. I was like, dude, we are meant to be. So we adopted them and they're the best ever. And they're still kicking it. They're both 14 back in Washington. Like, my dad will send me videos of them just going on a walk in the forest. They're so old now that they don't need the leash. Like, they used to have to be on a leash so that they wouldn't run away, but now they go on these like old man slow walks. They're supervised because, you know, if they were to escape in the outdoors and be stuck and have to fend for themselves, it would not go so well. But yes, I am going back to Washington very soon. I'm very excited. In 2 days. I'm just going on a quick trip to see them because I haven't been to Washington since June and I really miss it. I just miss my family and like, I don't know, wasn't able to see them so much during COVID because of COVID. Let's get some more shimmer going. But luckily, you know, I'm vaccinated, my fam is vaccinated, everything should be good. This is so embarrassing. I like went to get my flu, well, I did not plan on getting my flu shot. I went to go pick up my ADHD medication and the lady was like, oh, do you want to get your flu shot today? And I was like, I don't know, because I really don't like needles. I had to emotionally prepare for like a month before I got the COVID vaccine because I don't know if any of you guys have a fear of needles. I do, and it's embarrassing, and it's just like, I would like to get over it, but the thought of needles or watching a video of a vaccine happen or anything, just no. It makes me nauseous and lightheaded. I asked her if I could schedule it. I was like, oh, could I schedule it for next week or something? And she was like, you should just get it right now. You know, you're wearing the perfect outfit, because I was wearing like a sleeveless shirt or whatever. Apparently perfect outfit to get vaccinated. This was a flu shot, not like the COVID vaccine. And so I was like, okay. And I got it. And I literally almost fainted just out of anxiety for this needle. And like, it was just so fucking, it was embarrassing. And she had to bring me water and a lollipop, and I just was like, I am 23. I didn't say that, obviously. In my head, I felt that. I feel like every time I do my eyeliner, I have to just focus so hard. Not my best work, but you know, it's okay. I'm a little nervous. First time filming a YouTube video in a while. Okay, again, it's not my best work. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? So literally, hello. I'm not gonna talk about Squid Games because I feel like everyone's talked about Squid Games, but I've been watching a lot of the H3 podcast. That's like the one thing that I will watch the full thing of podcast wise. I love their podcast. It is so funny, and like the more you watch it, you just kind of become a part of their inside jokes, and the podcast includes like the whole crew, and it's so funny. Like I was talking to my friend the other day and I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I like to listen to the H3 podcast while I do chores and stuff. And she was like, oh yeah, I should start listening to podcasts. Like, I really want to learn things while I'm doing chores, or, you know, feel like I'm being productive when I'm just driving or something. And I was like, well, you know, okay, their podcast is great, and it's great to hear the different perspectives of things, but like, for example, one thing that they were doing in one of their podcasts was analyzing different sound bites of alleged Wendy Williams farts on air, just to see if they believed it was a fart or a sound coming from her mouth. So you know, just, it's just that kind of stuff that really gets me going. Like, it's just great. Why are my hands shaking? I'm nervous. I might just be overly caffeinated also. Did drink a little bit of coffee after I got back from the gym, which I went to the gym today. Guys, so proud of me. I'm still at that phase of like new cat mommership where like everything she does gets put on my Instagram story. Like, I don't know if that phase ever wears off, but if you do want to see some cat content, follow me on Instagram. If you don't, I'm so sorry. You should still follow me on Instagram because sometimes I post cool pics, spicy pics. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not so spicy on Instagram. Like occasionally I'll just be like, hee hee, I'm not like so spicy. Okay. Also, I don't use tweezers to put on lashes. Also, in case you haven't established, I am not a professional makeup person. Okay, so if you have a problem with how I do my makeup, then just don't do your makeup how I do it. Okay? Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bling. Thing looks off on camera. Reapply some lash glue. Well, anyways, you guys, this is the final makeup look. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening to me give a little life update. Again, I am so sorry that I've been gone, but thank you for letting me take time to heal and think and just get things sorted out in my freaking head. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you're not already, sonia.elsie. Also my poetry page, Sonia Elsie Poetry. My food page, sonias.eats. Oh, I think I woke her up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to do an outro. I'm so sorry. Make sure to check out my other channel, Sonia Elsie ASMR, my Twitter, Sonia Elsie. I've been posting on Snapchat again, sometimes. TikTok, Sonia Elsie, a lot of new content is coming up, as well as some vegan content, and just in time, the sound of pigeons fornicating, just to end this video off on a high note. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if you can, I'm so sorry. But yeah, love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. If you watched until the end of the video, comment, get ready with me, gang, and Monroe gang, which pick one, Monroe gang or get ready with me gang, either one works. Okay, love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!